welcome to week 9 of our 10-week Postpartum Pilates program. We are nearly there. So excited. We're going to start standing today. So let's stand with those feet about hip distance apart. Now you want to pick your heels up off the ground and then very lightly place them down. So we've got about 60% of the weight in the front of your feet. Give those arms a little shake and bring them down by your side. And then let's nod your chin towards your chest and we're going to roll ourselves down towards the mat. Just take a nice deep breath in at the bottom. Take note of where your hands are here because we might try and get a bit lower towards the ground by the end of the session. Then tuck your tailbone in between your legs and we're going to slowly roll up to standing. Give those shoulders a little roll back at the top. And then let's go again, nod that chin, roll yourself down to the mat. This time, when you get to the bottom, let's do a couple of sways from side to side. Drawing a few little rainbows around your feet with your hands. Then coming back to center, tuck that tailbone in, we'll slowly stack our spine back up. Breath in at the top, and this time we're coming all the way down to the mat. So let's nod that chin, slowly roll down. If you can't quite touch the mat with your fingertips, just soften your knees slightly and we'll walk our hands out into a plank. Let's bring those wrists above your shoulders, or under your shoulders even. Let's hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Place those knees down. Just walk your hands back in under your shoulders and we'll find that lovely straight spine. So tailbone's pointed to the wall behind you. We've got a little imaginary fire under our belly button and we don't want to burn our tummy, so we're going to keep that core engaged the whole time. Let's come straight into our bird dog. So left hand and right leg glide nice and long on the mat. Let's pick those fingers and toes up and reach them away from your body. Inhale as we bring them back to center. Exhale as we swap sides. Lift them up. Let's do 3 more rounds on each side. Trying to keep that pelvis as sturdy as possible. Imagine you've got your favorite drink of choice resting on your pelvis and you don't want to spill it. 2 more each way. Last one. Great work. Okay, let's work on those legs now. We're going to come down onto your elbows. Just bringing your elbows under your shoulders and you can hold your hand for a bit of support. And we want to keep that spine nice and straight. So we're going to start with that right leg. Let's flex your foot and we're just kicking that leg up to the ceiling, lowering it back down. The rest of your body staying as still as possible. Let's go for 8. Last 6, cores engaged. It's doing just as much work as that leg. Last 4. 3, see if you can keep your gaze down at the mat so your spine stays straight all the way to the crown of your head. Last one, let's hold that leg up, little pulses of that heel to the sky. Let's go for 10, 8, last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that leg lifted. We're gonna point our toe, straighten our leg. Then keep it pointed, let's bend. Straighten and bend. Knee staying lifted as high as you can. Let's go for 6. Last 5. Last one, let's keep that toe pointed. Bend that knee. Let's pulse that toe to the sky now. Let's go for 10. Last 6. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that leg lifted. We're going to let that knee lead the way. It's going to draw 5 big circles in the sky behind you. And then let's reverse 5 big circles the other way. 4. And then you can lower that leg down and just sit back in a quick little child's pose. Oh, I was just starting to get the burn on then. Okay, let's change sides. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Lovely straight spine, cores engaged. Let's flex that left foot now. We're kicking up and down. Let's go for 9. 8. Last 7. 6. Try and keep that 90-degree angle in your leg. 4. last one, let's pulse that heel to the sky for 10, 8, last 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're pointing that toe. Let's bend and extend. Let's go for 9 and 8. Keep that leg nice and high. 6, 5 to go. 4, 3, last one, bend that knee. Let's pulse those toes to the sky. 7, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's draw those 5 circles one way, knee leading the way. And reverse, 5 the other way. 3, 4, and 5. Bring that leg down. Sit yourself back into a little child's pose. And then we're just going to come and sit on the mat in our mermaid position. So left leg in line with the side of the mat, right leg's our mermaid's tail. Sitting up nice and tall, hands by your side, shine your chest forward, and let's bring that left arm up and over into a little side bend. Inhale as you come through center, exhale as you swap sides. So our goal here is to fan our ribs out as we lift that arm. Get as much length as we can down our side. Let's do one more coming over to the right side. And then we're going to come over to the left side. So the side our knee is sticking out. We're going to place that hand down in line with your bottom, nice and far away. You're going to rotate your elbow towards your body and take that right hand and just place it in the small of your back. Looking down at your left hand, let's tap that elbow to the mat, come back up. So we're trying to create a nice straight line between our wrist and our bottom. Let's do 4 more, a bit of an awkward side push up here for you. Last 3, last 2, and one last one. We're going to push ourselves up, just take that top hand, we'll place it down on the mat in front of our body, and we're going to come down onto our elbow with our left arm. So elbow under your shoulder. We're going to bring that bottom leg in and just bend your knee, tuck it in behind you, and then extend that top leg. So now we're in our side leg. So we, again, want that lovely straight spine here. No slouching like we're at the beach. We're here to work up. So let's start to lift and lower that leg again. If you've got tight hips, this might be a little bit difficult, but you don't need to go very high for this to work. Let's go for 5, 4, last 3, 2, and then last one, pick that leg up. We're going to keep it in line with our hips. Flex your foot, swing it forward, point your toe, send it back. Spine staying straight, the waist is lifted. Let's go for 7, and 6, last 5, 4, 3 to go, 2, last one. Awesome. Bringing that leg just in line with your hip. Let's pulse that ankle to the sky for 8, 7, 6, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back in. Give that bottom a little thank you pat. Okay, we are coming into our mermaid position on the other side now. So right leg in line with the side of the mat. Left leg is your mermaid's tail. Hips as square as you can get. Now I've got a bit of a knee issue, so I can't quite get my hips nice and square to the mat. You guys should be better at me than this. Sitting up nice and tall, arms by your side, and this time let's bring our left arm up and over into that side bend. Inhale through center, exhale as you swap sides. Let's keep going from side to side here. We'll do one more each way over to that left side. And then as we come to the right side, so the side our knee sticking out, place that right hand down on the mat, left hand in the small of your back. Rotate that elbow to face your body, and let's lower and tap. Try and put all your weight down that right arm. Let's go for 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, last one. Pushing back up, we'll take that left hand, place it down by your side, come down onto that right elbow and we'll just shuffle, tuck that bottom leg in, spine nice and straight, top leg extended. You can place your hand on your hip or keep it in front of you for a bit of stability. And let's lift and lower here. Let's go for 8. Last 5. 4, 3, 2, and then last one. Pick that leg up about hip height. Flex your foot. We're swinging it forward. Point your toes. Send it back. See if you can draw that same line each time. We've got a little imaginary paintbrush on our big toe and we're painting that same stroke. Last 6. 5. Keep that waist lifted. Can't talk today. 3 to go. 2. Last one. Halfway back. Point that toe. 5 little circles each way just to finish off. And reverse. 3, 4, 5. And bend that leg back in. Give that bottom a little thank you pat. Okay, let's roll over onto our back now. Time to do some core. We're going to find that neutral spine, so a little gap under your lower back. Tailbone slightly imprinted, pelvis shining up to the ceiling. Let's interlace our fingers, place your head heavy in your hands and your elbows just in your peripheral vision. Let's come up into those chest lifts now. So big exhale as you bring your head, neck and shoulders up. Inhale as you lower down. Let's do 9 more. Trying to keep that lower back just slightly lifted off the mat. Last 6. Bottom ribs gliding down to your hips as you come up. 4 to go. 3. Last 2. And then last one. Let's come up. Let's finish with a few little pulses. Big exhale. 8. Last 7. 6. 4. Last 3. 2 and 1. Come on down. Okay, we're going to keep our right hand behind our head. Just hold it there for a little support. We're going to pick our right leg up into our tabletop position. Now you can either keep that leg bent or if you've got the flexibility, straighten those toes to the sky. We're going to take that left hand, just start with your elbow bent and we're going to reach up for our toes and then come back down. So let's do 9 more of those. Last 8. If you've got that knee bent, just reach past your knee. Last 7 and 6. 5 to go. 4, 3. Last 2. And then on that next one, let's come up. Let's stay up. Let's pulse. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay up here. Can we lower that leg down? Can you lift it up and tap your leg and your hand? Give yourself a little high five. Let's go for 4. Last 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Just give that right knee a big cuddle in towards your chest, and you want to keep your knee in line with your hip. You should get a really good stretch in your hip flexors if you're a bit tight, and then you can just flex and point your toes a few times. And then let's swap sides. So left hand is behind your head. We're going to extend those left toes to the ceiling, bend your right elbow, and let's reach. Let's go for 9. And last 5 to go. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Let's stay up there. Little pulses. Pulse that shoulder towards your knee. 7, 6. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Stay up here. Let's lift and lower that leg. Little high five. 5, 4. Last 3, 2. Last 1. Come on down. Give that knee a little cuddle and give those toes a bit of a flex and point. Okay, we're in the home run now. Let's come into a few little bridges. Find that lovely neutral spine, arms by your side, and with a big exhale, let's tilt your pelvis towards your belly button. Peel up into your bridge, so give your glutes a good squeeze at the top. Breath in, and then coming back down with a big exhale. Nice, let's do 7 more. Last 6. 4 to go. 3. Last 2. And then one last one. And then come back down. Now we're going to keep that left foot anchored where it is. So just check in that's in line with your hip bone. We'll extend that right leg into your tabletop. Now you're welcome to extend those toes to the ceiling. I don't have the flexibility for that, so I'm going to keep my leg in tabletop, and we're going to keep that pelvis nice and sturdy. Imagine you've got a little level resting on your pelvis, and we don't want to throw the little bubble thing on the level off, so we're going to keep our pelvis nice and sturdy. Okay, we're hinging up this time. Let's hinge that knee, all those toes to the ceiling. Let your bottom touch the mat, straight back up. Let's go for 6 and 5. Last 4, 3, 2 to go. And then last one, let's come up. If you've got that leg bent, let's extend those toes to the ceiling. Can we draw 3 little circles one way and 3 the other way? Bend that leg. Come on down. Let's place that right foot down. Anchor it in line with your hip. Left leg comes up, so extend those toes if you can. If not, keep your leg bent. We're hinging up and down. Let's go for 6. Last 4. 3, 2. Last one, come on up. Stay up there, little pulses. 8, 6, 5. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend those toes to the ceiling. Let's draw 3 little circles one way and 3 the other way. And bend that leg, come on down. Hug those knees in towards your chest. And let's rock from side to side. Give that spine a good little massage. Okay, we're gonna reach those fingers and toes nice and long on the mat. Take a breath in, and then using our exhale, our fingers are gonna come up to the ceiling. Head, neck, and shoulders are gonna peel up. Inhale to roll yourself all the way up to sitting, and can we reach out for those toes? Grab a hold of them, just pull yourself a little bit deeper into this stretch. And then we'll slowly come up to sitting. Okay, let's come onto all fours, just like we were at the start of the class. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Let's place our toes on the mat, and we're gonna pike our bottom up to the sky. And then just walk your hands towards your feet. Lightly placing your heels down on the ground. So we should be a little bit lower than we were to the mat at the start of the class. Tuck your tailbone in between your legs, and let's roll ourselves up to standing. Bringing your shoulders, your neck, and your head up last. Give those shoulders a little roll back at the top. And then interlace your fingers behind your back. Send your arms away from your body. And just give your head 2 big circles around your neck one way and 2 the other way. And we are all done. That is week 9 finished. We've got one more session to go, and it's going to be a really fun one. So I'll see you guys next week.